is me, the homie B. How's everyone doing today? Today we got Lush explaining on why he almost got no jumper banned from LA. So we're gonna get right into this and see what Lush has to say coming back from suspension. Let's go.
Lush Gate.
Lush
Lush
Gate.
Gate.
There you go.
Lush Gate.
Nah, I ain't been tapped in.
All right, so let me give you a little bit of a preliminary understanding, and we can figure out what exactly has been going on. So on Wednesday, I show up at the office. We have 2 pornographic films to be filmed and nothing else. No jumper content. Well, actually, the news was being created that day. So you had a couple people in here, but for the most part, only like 2 employees are here, and I'm just basically getting my on. And so at a certain point, the employees start coming over to me and start telling me, yo, there's like 30 Crips outside. And I'm very confused. Like, what? Like, who? Like, why? Why would there be any Crips here? We're not doing any kind of content like that today. They inform me Travis Ford is here. So that makes a little bit more sense because the last time that Travis Ford was here, he came with upwards of probably not 30 Crips, but maybe like and really the 30 is probably an exaggeration in general. But he was probably here with 15 Crips last time as well. And then he starts telling the employees that he was invited by the man of the hour, Lush One, who, as far as I could tell, had basically stayed up all night and was incommunicado. Well, you did respond to the group chat, so it's not like you were passed out, but you didn't seem as if you knew or remembered that you were supposed to be going to the office at the exact same time that these guys were here.
So he was looking for you.
Well, he had invited them, which we can get more in depth into that. But basically, you then hop in your car. No, they're not fans. These are close associates of Lush. And so then you rush here and start engaging in a back and forth with them. Now, let's clear up some narratives just to start this off. Are you and Travis Ford smoking crack together?
No.
Have you consumed any amphetamines, any meth, any drugs in general? Please let us know, because a lot of people are speculating.
Don't hide your drugs, man. Ain't no
Check
reason.
this out.
A lot of people are speculating that might be the tie that binds in this situation.
There is no shame in my drug game. I'm very I keep it trans.
Jesus Christ. This guy Adam is a wicked person. He straight up asked his employee, "Are you smoking crack with your guest you invited?" Jesus Christ, talking about I don't give a beep about you.
Transparent at all times,
And
right?
didn't you mess up a drug test before you just came in here?
So
he intentionally sabotaged his own drug test.
It was a mistrial. It was like Munchie B said.
A mistrial is a thing in court.
It was a mistrial.
So
what we have right here is a drug test.
You didn't answer the question. He said, "Do you smoke crack?"
No, I don't smoke crack.
Is y'all connected to crack?
I don't smoke crack. No, there's no crack.
This is a drug test.
Yes, that's a drug test.
But you didn't pee on it yet?
No, that's not been peed on yet.
Because he fucked up the first one.
Because I was given no instructions. Motherfucker just said go in there. I went in there. My dick was out. I said y'all could see my dick piss. Everything.
The instructions on the package.
Even if you get high, you still should have lied.
I saw you pretend to take a drug.
You saw his dick?
No.
So you can't even confirm that he has a dick. It could be like a robotic cock.
Could be a mangina.
I can confirm to anybody that's willing to see it,
man,
the existence of my penis.
Okay. I don't doubt that you do have a penis.
And it's formidable at that.
I'm still on the Travis Ford thing.
Okay.
Because I think you're 100% wrong for rejecting those Crips who were knocking at your door. Because I didn't know the details.
Okay. Counter narrative.
No, this ain't no counter narrative. This is real.
Yeah, listen, we're not about to politic over here and talk about
games,
man.
About gangs?
It's not even about like a specific gang.
No, this ain't about gangs.
Like
this ain't about gangs.
This isn't really specific to any gang.
Well, there's...
okay, so what do you think I should have done?
Okay, so you told me when we were talking behind the scenes, they showed up, they had like a vehicle that was wrapped with like no jumper signage, and they brought gifts to you like to pay homage. Like cake. Listen, man, have you ever seen the movie King of New York?
No.
Okay, that's your problem. If you go, you need to
Frank
immediately
White.
watch that movie so you could understand the very
Nah, that's fire though.
no real
They
talk.
fuck with you though.
One thing about Frank, see
King
what
of New
I'm
York's a movie about
wait.
gangs back in the
No,
day,
listen,
right?
no,
Yes.
It's not like
no,
y'all.
no,
It's in the
no.
80s.
That's Gangs of New York. See,
Right.
you're wrong. King of New York
It's
is
in the
Frank White.
80s. It's in the
Oh,
80s.
King of New York.
Let
King-
me get this out so
Sorry,
I can
sorry, yeah.
educate. Frank White was a drug dealer in New York. His whole crew was black, real killers,
Like
right?
me. Okay.
He was a clean cut dude. But one thing about Frank White, that's why Biggie Smalls always reference, he's like, I'm the black Frank White. You heard that
His
reference
name was
before.
Frank
Okay,
White.
yeah, yeah.
Because Frank White was not afraid or nervous around his guys. As vicious as they was, as black as they were, as clean cut as he was, he walked in and he act like when in Rome, do as the Romans
They had
do,
synchronized
and they had a
dance
high
moves.
level of respect for him.
They had synchronized
with black-
dances.
But with black people, some people can mistake respect for aggression, right?
Okay.
And that's what you did. They did. Black people don't even do shit like that. Pull up with rap vehicles and cakes and stuff. The fact that they did that, that was the 60 Crips giving you a high amount of respect. And what you did was,
That wasn't no respect.
no, listen, okay, name one person. Listen, I'm going to speak on it as a dude from Long Beach and LA County. Name one white person who you've ever heard of a gang coming up,
No, I
bringing
didn't
them a
politic
cake,
like that, bro.
wrapping a
What you talking about?
vehicle with that signage from your brand, right? That's a high show of
fair,
respect.
it wasn't a wrap. They actually had like monitors on the
All right,
side
brother.
of the vehicle. You
Hey.
out of here?
Yes, sir.
All right.
I'll-
What happened? You just not into the gang talk?
Oh,
All right, Neff. Much respect,
All
player.
right, shit. That was a powerful appearance. I'm gonna hit you after this.
okay. Well, the thing is, just what you say, if it was the screens or whatever, honestly, in my life, I've never heard of any gang doing something like that. And if they bring that kind of like situation to your front door, clearly they respect you. Clearly they look at you as somebody who is important enough to do that for. So when you rejected them, it's kind of like not saying this is what you intended. It's kind of like a slap in the face. And what I would say is, if you're going to be this close to black gang culture, if you're going to talk about these people in the very real aspects of their life, you're going to have to get comfortable with things that are normal in the black
you're
community.
saying that you think that I should allow people to basically show up whenever they want and sort of force their way into my life, even if we don't have anything planned or anything scheduled. Fuck what I got going on in my life. If you obviously is like, 50,000 dudes in LA, that I should just take them in, regardless of what I have going on. Come on in, and hey, if the J-Cat that sits next to me on this podcast is the one who invited them, fuck it. Come on in.
What you got?
I think you could probably see why this is not really like a sustainable
Hey,
mentality.
Well,
don't pop
no.
up like that, bro.
What
It's like it's a business, bro. It ain't just like, you know what I'm saying?
I get. Listen, what I'm saying is this. That's black culture. Black folks pop up at each other's house unannounced. I would say that was them kind of welcoming you in. All
wanna
right.
sit there?
I would say that's them kind of like. To me, that was a massive sign of respect. And even though it was not timely, I think that personally you should have let them in, because they came up here for you to kind of celebrate you. And it's like I said, watch King of New York. When someone's celebrating you, a good king accepts it, even if it does inconvenience him.
Okay.
Brandon,
That's like 48 laws of power type
Munchie,
shit.
No.
feel free to debunk this. Yeah, you go.
In Charles Ford words, he said the last time he's here, he know he messed up, so he came a little extra to compensate because he got caught trying to steal some merch.
Okay.
So and
Does he not understand the circumstances of like what was going on? Adam was back there handling his business, plug talk. Lush invited these guys over without him knowing. And remind you, this is his place of business. This is his business at that. And there is not two guys, it's like 40 people out there. And it's like a damn Mardi Gras outside. Like, what the hell? That's super unexpected. Like, I don't get it. Like, what is he trying to break down to make it make sense that, oh, they're praising you as like some king, some god or something? Like, no, bro, they came uninvited by Adam. Lush was tweaked out and just saying anything to get them on the platform, you know. yes, he probably didn't know that Travis or was gonna invite like 40 people and whatnot, but still, the principle is like you don't come to someone's spot uninvited. At least the person who owns the building. Come on, man.
You can't pop up nowhere unannounced. You know what I'm saying? How come y'all's unannounced?
Sure.
And if that is
I don't care.
is that part of black culture? Because
No,
that's my first time hearing that. Because this is my thing. That's part of like 1950s culture, pre-cell phone culture. Is like, yeah, I'm gonna pop up. Oh, I need a cup of sugar. I'm gonna go over to the neighbor's house and borrow something. This is 2025. Like, this is a podcast. We have a very strict schedule going on. We have security concerns. From my perspective, anybody popping up just really has me f***ed up. Now, that being said, I feel like we got to default to Lush here to at least get a little bit more context about why you were smoking crack with Travis Ford and that led to all this happening.
So Travis, I've known for a couple years. I'd interviewed him. I kind of thought that he might have potential in this space, considering like other former / current gang members that have transitioned to podcasting very successfully. For example, 4Extra, Crit Mac, AD, T-Rail, Brick Baby, Munchie B, LA Icon, Lucky. I can name several, right?
Yeah.
I figured he would be good in that vein. Snoopy Badass is like his BFF, and they're like Tom and Jerry. You feel me? So I figured, okay, Travis.
Snoopy and Munchie are like Tom and Jerry.
He the rat.
He's not even a mouse. It's a rat and or it's a cat and a mouse.
He's a rat. Mouse rat. He's a rat though.
All right. Continue, Lush.
So Travis, obviously he got involved. He's at least peripherally involved in the Jay Reed scandal and all that because he's a part of Dosh Network. So I had brought him over to do an interview / the news. He wound up rolling a little bit deeper than expected, and a bunch of other random things happened during that interview. Moneybag Rose was hella faded, almost got into it with Snoopy Badass, who was simultaneously doing an interview on the other side of the office.
From my perspective, absolutely nothing happened in that scenario.
Almost.
Snoopy talked about it as if something happened. I feel like Snoopy might have said like one word to Moneybag Rose. There was no actual confrontation
He
there
said he
at all.
caught him off for a fade. True or
Yeah,
not?
I was there. I don't think anything like that happened. You were probably out there too, right? Oh, yeah, and hey, I just want to send a big shout out. I got my Fashion Nova jeans on, and I'm feeling great. Everybody, go to fashionnova.com and tap in so you can get like me. All right, continue.
So then I was like, after that, like Travis is the type of dude that sends a million text messages a day. I'm sure anyone that's been in communication with him in any capacity can attest to that.
I'm so glad he doesn't have my number. Shout out Travis, but I'm glad you don't have my
Shouts to Travis, good dude, and he has good intentions. However, there's like a lot of communication. I had kind of wanted to bring him on back to the news because he said he wanted to come. So I had agreed to let it, because here's the thing. I completely violated protocol. I was supposed to holler at the proper channels if I want to bring somebody. I didn't do that. I kind of figured, you know what, it's a light day. I might be able to sneak bro on the news. He's going to have a couple of his people with him. That was my thoughts. Wrong thoughts to have. Completely dumb. Adam had no clue that was even a thing whatsoever. But that's like exactly what had happened.
Did he pay you?
No.
There was been some suggestion, and even, okay, he had tons of dudes with him, right? And then I seen some of those dudes on a little interview clip or whatever where they were saying that they paid a booking fee.
Well, if
So
they
that,
paid
to
a
me,
booking fee,
I was very confused because I'm thinking either Travis was taxing some of the dudes that he was with, or maybe they all collectively paid you.
if they were going to pay me and I was going to run that play, which I never have, I would for sure make sure that it went through. I would for sure make sure that it went through. I could have easily set up that interview and made it happen if I had wanted to. It wasn't that deep. No, I've never done that, nor would I. But that's
I think Lush. Oh, sorry.
No, go ahead.
I think Lush is like a little more tapped in with the culture of this whole culture. When he told him like, "Hey, just pull up," that's something that you say. And what I think
Not in business,
but that's
not with like an actual business. Definitely not a podcast.
but-
Never heard of that in a podcast.
But one of the
sense.
appeals of your business is that it seems very like relaxed. It seems like
if
everyone,
anything, that's a problem that I think we need to be
and everybody,
working
no,
against. Yeah.
I'm gonna be real with you. Everybody here thinks that everybody's friends, everybody's cool with each other and stuff like that. The question I would have for you is, what did you think was gonna happen?
I thought I was going to go to work, film pornographic movies, and that we were going to do the news, and then that was going to be it. And I didn't picture any like large armies of people showing up at the office.
So let me tell you how a black person in your position would have handled this.
Okay, but it's like you're using like black people as a shield to say like people who. Okay,
That's what you're dealing
it's
with.
not like they just popped up. They were.
Yeah, bro. This guy Brendan, he got to knock that off. This is a black person, like, bro. That's not what it's about. It's just the principles of them, how deep they came, how they came, and how they showed up, and just principles, bro. It's not about race. Come on, man. But anyways, I'm gonna leave it at that, yo. All right, yo. Easy Call TV, we out. Y'all was kicking with me, the homie B. Like, comment, subscribe. We on the road to 1K. Let's go.